Hi, I'm Joni Lohr. I'm a documentarian and fine art photographer from Boston. Um, I've been taking pictures for over 50 years, and I take pictures of many different genres. And what I've chosen for this exhibit is my work on urban areas and cities in transition. That interest often takes me to grittier parts of neighborhoods where we find lots of abandoned buildings. And I love these buildings. They're beautiful. Most of them have been walked away from, left open to the elements. I usually get asked two questions about my work. And the first one is, how do you find these places? How do you get into them? There are many ways to find these places. The easiest is to take a workshop or go on a photo shoot with someone who has done the work and contacted the people who own these buildings and gotten permission so that we walk right into the building and we have access, undisturbed access for several hours in which to photograph. That's the easy part. Then there are the ones that we just jump in the car, take a drive, go on the back roads, and you never know what you're going to find. Often it's homes, factories that have been left. We go to industrial sites and find the factories that have been left. They've no longer useful, out of money, and we go in. And there's, as far as access, I've climbed over fences. I have gone through windows, climbed under barriers, and I've pushed open rusty doors, rusty gates. I always go with someone. I'm never alone. We go in teams, or at least with a couple of people, because you never know what you're going to find in these places. And you go in and there's like this, it's a little scary if you don't know what you're gonna find when you get in there. But once in, there's this, my heart starts beating very fast and I get very taken by the awesome space. Often the space is huge if it's a factory. The lighting, there's always many broken windows so that the lighting coming in is ambient light, and it's often beautiful. And that brings me to the second question I get asked is, why do you take these photos? People are surprised because these places are decrepit. They've been vandalized. Many of them are full of graffiti. I take pictures to tell stories and to preserve memories. Those are the two main things about my photography that I've always been after. And so these buildings, in their dilapidation, they have historical and cultural and social meaning and importance. And I want to document those things. I want to tell those stories and share those stories with other people. People worked, lived, worshipped, learned, and were entertained in these buildings. These buildings had great meaning to people. So I think it's very important that we keep a record, because many of these buildings will go away. They will either they'll just fall into themselves and lie on the ground, or they'll be demolished and carted off, and some large condo or mall will be built over them. And so I think it's important to let people know that they were here at some time. And I like to share those stories. I take the photographs of the buildings are for me. I take them for me, but I want to share them with other people and let people know that they're here. I think these buildings are all very important. None of us are going to last forever. And so there's something to be seen from these buildings that will not last forever. Many will be repurposed. reused, and we will have memories of them. And I think the memory is most important. And so the sharing of them is important, and that's why I'm really happy to have been chosen for this exhibit, and so that I can share more than one piece. Each of these has a story. I brought a book along that you can look at, and it's also available in the gift shop, and it tells the stories of these buildings. Thank you.